Really, some of the best players in the National Football League are collected on in as pass rushers on the defensive front, and that's some of the most strained matchups you have, regardless of the team you're playing against. So, being able to play to that and not have the quarterback have the ball that long before he throws it minimizes the chance for those negative plays. However, there's a lot of variables that can go into play where guys may not be able to get open in those times. So it's not a mandate. You want the ball out at a certain time. It's more that you're trying to play to the strength of your team, and when things are open and when the both the offensive player and the scheme allow for a player to be open early in the time of the play, you take advantage of that because it's more difficult for the defense to have a negative play on your line of scrimmage or behind it. Absolutely. I think one of the cool things in this organization is how communicative and how well I work with Chris Greer, and as well as how I can separate what my job is and what his job is and how we move forward. I'm very encouraged. They're both to his representation and our organization is hard at work. Those timelines are impossible to predict, and I'm not. My main concern this offseason has been communicating what Tua needs from his head coach and his offensive coaching staff, which is what things can we identify to continue the progression of your game the same way that we have since day one. My belief has always been strong from day one in Tua. It's stronger than it was the first day I met him. And that's because of that relationship where I'm focused, which is continuing to provide the coaching so he can continue to evolve his game as he has since the second that I started talking to him. Yeah, it's an interesting question that I regard, but it's not like I look at every off season. Every year's offense is a constant evolution to your players and to what defenses are doing. So what we're doing, I'm never going to copy paste and be like, well, this is what we did in 2023, and let's work off of that. I think that's part of the way that you can stay, ultimately trying to create some uncertainty and indecision with offensive scheme. And inherent in that is your constant evolution. I'm not really ever gloating on any successes of past. You're more, what are we going to do with this set of players in this? So we're gonna have some guys that are gonna be in year 3, some guys year 2, and some new guys. But ultimately, what's the best thing to serve them? And it's not that's naturally evolving. There's never been one year from an offensive perspective that I can remember that we've stayed exactly the same, and particularly since I got started here in 2022. So there'll be exciting things that we do different. There's going to be exciting things that we will evolve from, and there's exciting things that we will build upon the success of the first 2 years.